Now let's see today's starting lineups. For the visiting Hawks at guard, number 0, Victor Thomas. At guard number 1, Trey Calloway.
What's going on, Hawk Nation? We're back with another conference matchup between your South Georgia State Hawks and the Central Georgia Tech Titans. Unfortunately, the Hawks will be down without a player, Dawson Eaton. Messed up his ankle earlier in the week, and he will be missed for this matchup. Got a technical free throw against the Titans that occurred in the pregame. Trey Calloway for the free throw. First free throw is no good. Got Aaron Jones for tip-off against Central Georgia. Tip-off one for the Titans, and they get a quick two-pointer to go. Callaway surveying the court. Passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas passes it to Matthew Roberts. Roberts passes it to Lil Man Anderson, who passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas drives to the basket, takes a hard layup, and gets fouled in the process. 2 free throws for him. Thomas' first free throw was good. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound by Jeremy Anderson, no good. Rebound by the Titans. Titans struggling to keep up with the ball as Trey Calloway plays defense on them. Now they pass the ball around. They get it inside. Blocked by, they call a foul against Jeremy Anderson. And it'll be 2 shots for the Titans. First free throw, no good for the Titans. Second free throw bounced a couple times on the rim and it falls in. Callaway taking the ball out. Callaway passes to Roberts, who passes to Thomas. Thomas takes a mid-range pull-up. No good. Offensive rebound by Jeremy Anderson, who falls, and they call a traveling violation. Titans ball. Stolen by Callaway. Callaway with the easy layup. Tie game for the Hawks. Now Anderson on the inbounder, hoping to get a tip the ball at least. Now the Titans pass out the trap across half court to the wing for 3. No good, but it seems like they call a foul on Matthew Roberts. And it'll be 3 free throws for the Titans. First free throw is good for the Titans. And the second, as well as the second one. And the third, and the Titans go 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Callaway crossing half court very quickly. And now it passes it to Thomas. Thomas drives into the lane. And they call a traveling violation against Thomas. Now the Titans passing it to on top of half court. Now they drive to the mid-range, step through, but blocked by Aaron Jones. Now the Titans inbounded the ball from their own basket. They pass it to the three-pointer. He pump fake. He drives to the lane. Stolen. Now just Chandler Thomas gets ripped. No, they call a foul against the Titans. Chandler Thomas will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good for the Hawks. Thomas goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Rebounded by the Titans. Titans are trying to push the tempo. However, Thomas is hounding them with defense. They pass it out to the wing. Now they pass to the opposite wing. Now they try to feed the post. No good. Rebound by Aaron Jones. Great defense from him. Now Callaway takes a screen from Jones. Callaway passes to Roberts. Roberts passes to Thomas. Thomas drives into the paint. Takes a left-hand scoop layup, no good. Nearly tipped in by Jeremy Anderson. However, stolen by Jeremy Anderson. Anderson floats it, but gets blocked in the process by the Titans. Rebound, Central Georgia. They try to push for a fast break. They drive to the lane. However, they try to pass the ball to the corner, but it was tipped by Chandler Thomas in the process. Titans retain possession. And now they inbound from the side. Now Central Georgia passing the ball around. They get a wing jump shot from three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Aaron Jones. Jones passes it to Callaway, who brings the ball up the court. And Callaway crosses over. Takes a screen from Jones. Passes it to Anderson. Anderson passes to Roberts. Roberts pump fakes. Drives into the basket. Takes a layup and gets fouled. 2 shots for him. First free throw, no good for Matthew Roberts. And the Titans are making a couple substitutions. Second free throw, no good for Roberts. Thomas drives to the lane and gets fouled. 2 shots for him. First free throw, no good for Thomas. Second free throw, good for Thomas. Dede Thomas comes in for Trey Callaway, and Reggie White comes in for Matthew Roberts. Now the Titans nearly lost the ball on the tip. Now the Titans get a 2-pointer in the cup. However, Thomas gets a wide open dunk. Nearly put it in, but rebounded by Aaron Jones. He got fouled and 2 free throws for him. And now we'll go with our under 16 media timeout. I'll be back after this break. We're back from our under 16 media timeout. Aaron Jones will be shooting 2 free throws after getting fouled. And the first free throw is good for the Hawks. Jones goes 2 for 2 at the charity stripe. Trey Calloway comes in for Chandler Thomas. Now, the Titans trying to make something work here. They pass to the top of the key. Now they pass the ball into the post. Passes it right at the top of the key. Thomas slips. Now they pass at the corner. And then they connected for 3. Reggie White loses the ball stolen by the Titans. And the Titans get fouled in the process, and now they'll shoot 2 free throws. That foul will be called against Reggie White. First free throw no good for the Titans. Chandler Thomas comes in for Dede Thomas. Second free throw is good for the Titans. Now Anderson passes the ball in to Reggie White. White passes it to Callaway. Callaway passes to wide open Aaron Jones. Pumps fake, and he gets fouled. 2 free throws for him. That'll be 6 fouls against the Titans. Nearing the bonus. First free throw, no good for Aaron Jones. Second free throw is good. The Hawks makes a substitution. Dominic Wright comes in for Jeremy Anderson. Now the Titans trying to get the ball to half court. They pass it. To the post man. Now they pass it out to the top of the key for three-pointer, and it connects it. And now Callaway passes it to Jones. Chandler Thomas no good with his layup. Now the Titans driving into the lane. And they turn the ball over. Stolen by Reggie White. Chandler Thomas has the ball. It passes to Trey Callaway. Callaway spins. Bounce pass to Aaron Jones. Stolen by the Titans. However, they slip. Stolen by Chandler Thomas. Thomas goes as hard into the paint, but he misses. Rebound by Aaron Jones. The ball slipped out, but however, they get fouled. That'll be 17 fouls against the Central Georgia Tech Titans. And our South Georgia State Hawks will be at the line. Aaron Jones shooting a one-on-one. First free throw, no good. Rebound by the Titans. The Titans are trying to push the tempo. And they bounce pass to the paint. And it connected for a two-pointer. Callaway passes it to Aaron Jones. Hawks are breaking the Titans press break. White passes it to Thomas. Thomas bounce passes to Reggie White. White passes it to Thomas. Thomas takes the ball to the paint. No good, but he gets his own miss. Now Thomas is getting trapped at the corner. He steps through, passes to Jones, but stolen by the Titans. The Titans make a sloppy pass and stolen by Trey Callaway. Callaway passes it to White. White fumbles the ball for a second. However, takes a two-pointer, but gets blocked. Rebound by Chandler Thomas, who passes it to Aaron Jones. Jones finally goes up with it. No good. Rebound by the Titans. And the Titans take a layup and get fouled by Dominic Wright. 2 free throws for them. And the Hawks make several substitutions here. Jeremy Anderson comes in with Dede Thomas and Steven Barrows. They come in for Dominic Wright, Aaron Jones, and Reggie White. Second free throw is good for the Titans. Thomas and Callaway pass the ball back and forth. Breaking the press, they cross half court. Thomas turns the ball over for the Hawks. Titans will inbound the ball from the sidelines. Now Callaway nearly stole the ball from the Titans. The Titans pass to the wing. They try to get to the postman. Barrow's playing good defense. They pass out to the corner for 3. No good. Rebound by the Titans. They lose the ball and stolen by Trey Callaway. Callaway pushing the tempo. He's going to go all the way with it. Lose the ball, but rebound by Jeremy Anderson for an easy 2-pointer. And the Titans drive into the lane and they get fouled in the process, so 2 free throws for them. It seems that call is going to be against Jeremy Anderson. Very questionable call there, seeing that Anderson was not near the ball. First free throw no good by the Titans. Dominic Wright comes in for Jeremy Anderson. Second free throw no good by the Titans. Rebound by Dede Thomas. And Thomas takes the screen from Barrows. Passes it to Wright. Wright passes it to Callaway. Callaway passes it to Barrows. Barrows hands the ball off to Thomas, who takes a mid-range pull-up and gets blocked by the Titans. The Titans grab a board, and they pass to the wing at the mid-range spot. Now they pull the ball back. Now they pass to the postman. The Titans take a hook shot into the paint, and they score for 2. Thomas quickly passes it to Callaway. And now Callaway takes the screen from Wright. Callaway drives to the basket. Step back, mid-range pull-up. No good. Rebound Barrows. That was good. And the Hawks cut the lead to 9. Now stolen by Trey Callaway. Thomas passes it to Thomas. And Thomas takes it to the lane for 2. Great D by the Hawks. Timeout, Titans. We're now back from my timeout break. Titans have the ball. They cross half court. Now they're going to pass to the opposite wing. Now they pass to the corner. Now they pass back to the wing. Now the Titans are going to pass to the opposite wing. And now they finally take a 2-pointer. No good. And the shot clock winded down. It did not hit the rim, so therefore it's a shot clock violation. Great D by the Hawks. Now Wright inbounds the ball for the Hawks. He inbounds it to Trey Calloway. Calloway passes it back to Wright. Wright passes it to Calloway. Calloway passes to Thomas. Thomas passes to Wright. Wright passes to Barrows. Barrows passes to Thomas. Thomas passes to Thomas. Chandler Thomas passes to Dominic Wright at the corner for 3. No good. Rebound, Calloway. Calloway passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas receives the screen from Wright. Calloway for 3. No good. Block. But Calloway gets it off. Nearly went in. Rebound by Steven Barrows, who passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas drives to the lane. Should be a goaltending. But they call a, yes, they do call a goaltend. So that's 2 points for South Georgia State. Did you like my call? Now the Titans try to take a 3-pointer, no good, but they get off the rebound. But it's a foul, offensive foul on the Titans. So therefore it will be a turnover. Oh no, it will be a foul. So Dominic Wright will shoot free throws there since they are in the bonus. That'll be 18 fouls against the Titans. The free throws, no. They did not call a traveling violation, although he did. The Titans missed the layup, rebound by Wright, but it loses the ball, but it bounces off Central Georgia, so therefore it will be the Hawks' ball. Aaron Jones come in for Steven Barrows. Now Dede Thomas quickly crossed the half court. He's gonna go all the way with it. It gets blocked, although he got fouled, but they did not call it. Hawks retain possession. Thomas will be inbounding the ball from under their basket. Now Thomas passes it to Chandler Thomas. Chandler receives a screen from Jones. Easy. Misses a layup. And Jones touched the ball last, so therefore it would be Titans ball. And now the Titans loses the ball, but it was poked out by Dede Thomas, so therefore they will keep possession of the ball. Now they'll be inbounding from the sidelines. Now the Titans take a layup and they get fouled, so 2 free throws for them. That'll be 16 fouls for against South Georgia State. Dominic Wright was called for the foul. First free throw is good by the Titans. As well as the second, so they go 2 for 2 from the line. Dominic Wright passes it to Aaron Jones, who passes it to Dede Thomas. Now Thomas goes all the way with it. No good. Rebound, Jones nearly posterized his opponent, but he gets fouled. That'll be 2 shots for him at the charity stripe. First free throw is good for Jones. Second free throw is also good for Jones. And then the Titans cross half court with it. They take a mid-range jumper at the elbow, and they call a foul against Trey Calloway. Shooting foul, so 2 free throws for them. First free throw connects. As well as the second. Callaway passes out the trap to Wright. Wright pass got stolen by the Titans. The Titans take a 3-pointer. And they're connected. It's a 10-point game. Dominic Wright passes it to Trey Callaway. Callaway crosses half court before it was over. However, they were stolen by the Titans. And the Titans hop step into the lane and they get fouled in the process. 2 shots for them. That'll be 18 fouls against South Georgia State. The first free throw is good for Central. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Chandler Thomas. Now Thomas receives the screen from Jones. Thomas passes it to Roberts. Roberts takes a three-pointer. No good. Rebound by Aaron Jones. Jones passes it out to Roberts, who passes it to Thomas. And now Thomas passes it to Callaway. Callaway drives to the lane. Passes it to Thomas in the corner for three. No good. Rebound right. Passes it to Callaway. Now, Callaway, mid-range pull-up. That one's good. Now the Titans. Crossing half court. Ball handler getting guarded by Matthew Roberts. And they take a three-pointer. No good. Rebound Jones. Passes it to Callaway. Callaway surveys the court. Decided what to do with it. Callaway passes it to Roberts. Roberts, step back. No good. Rebound by the Titans. And now South Georgia State coach receives a technical foul. Now we'll go with our under 8 media timeout. Central Georgia will take their technical free throw after this break. We're now back from our under 8 media timeout. Central Georgia Tech will be shooting their technical free throws after the call was against South Georgia State head coach Corey Baldwin. First technical free throw was good for the Titans, as well as the second one, and they will keep possession of the ball. A lot of fouls have been called against both teams, at least having 8 fouls called against them. Now the Titans passing the ball around. They drive to the lane, pass out for a three-pointer, and connected for three. Hawks down 14 with 5:50 left in half. Chandler Thomas escaping the trap, passes it to Callaway. Callaway slows it down for the Hawks as they set themselves up. Callaway drives to the lane, pump fakes, and gets fouled as he was shooting. So he'll take 2 free throws to cut the lead to 12 if he makes both of them. His first free throw was good. Callaway's second free throw was no good. Rebound by the Titans. And now the Titans pass the ball to the wing. They drive into the lane. They pass to the mid-range spot of the wing, and they connected. Now Thomas inbounds the ball to Jones. Jones passes it back to Thomas. Thomas spins, escapes the press break. Now Thomas loses the ball. It was stolen by the Titans. And they take a quick pull-up transition three. And that's no good. Thomas rebounds the ball for the Hawks. As he crosses half court, he hands the ball off to Callaway. And a blocking foul was called against Central Georgia. Callaway would shoot his 2 free throws as they are now in the double bonus. So therefore, every foul called against the Titans results in the Hawks shooting 2 free throws as Callaway misses his first free throw. Day Thomas and Reggie White comes in for Dominic Wright and Matthew Roberts. Callaway's second free throw was good. Kente Gross comes in for Aaron Jones. Now the Titans pass the ball around in an attempt to escape the Hawks press. And they fail to escape the press, and they turn the ball over. Hawks ball as Reggie White inbounds the ball from the sidelines. White passes it to Callaway. Callaway behind the back spins to the lane. Gets blocked by the Titans. Now the Titans try to up the tempo. They try to get a transition three, and it connected from distance. Now Reggie White with the ball passes it to Kente Gross. Gross passes it to Day Thomas. Thomas receives the screen from Gross. Thomas passes it to Chandler Thomas, but a foul was called against Central Georgia. Blocking foul as Day Thomas was passing the ball. He got tripped in the process. So he will be shooting 2 free throws to cut the lead for the Hawks. But we'll go with our under 4 immediate timeout before Day takes these 2 free throws. We're now back from our under 4 media timeout. Day Thomas will shoot these 2 free throws as he was fouled while passing the ball to Chandler Thomas. First free throw no good for Thomas. Second free throw was good for Day Thomas. Aaron Jones comes in for Kente Gross. The Titans cross half court. Callaway on the ball handler. They pass to the mid-range. They drive into the lane. No good. Rebound Thomas. Thomas passes it to Aaron Jones, who fumbles the ball a couple times and loses it. Turnover. The Titans try to get a transition 3 off the corner. No good. To get an offensive rebound. And it was tipped by the Hawks. So the Titans retain possession. And it'll be inbounded from under the basket in the baseline. The Titans pass it to the wing. Then he passes to the opposite wing as he was penetrating the lane. And now the Titans get a 2-pointer 3 feet from the basket. And now the Titans got the ball stolen. I meant to say the Hawks. Now the Titans are passing the ball around. Shot clock winding down. Take a mid-range shot from the elbow. Rebound Aaron Jones. Stolen by the Titans. Transition 3, no good. Rebound Jones again. Passes it to Reggie White. White passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas driving into the lane. He gets fouled and one. And Thomas has a chance to make it a 3-point play. And he does make it a 3-point play. Tyson Miller comes in for Reggie White. And the timeout was called. We'll be back after this. We're now back from the timeout. The Titans are inbounding the ball. They inbounded it, but it was tipped by Aaron Jones. It's 2 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock. Score is 26-41. And they quickly called a foul against Tyson Miller, resulting in a 1-1 for Central Georgia. First free throw is good. He has a chance to extend the lead if he makes his second free throw for the Titans. Second free throw is good. Reggie White inbounding the ball. Inbounds it to Trey Calloway. Calloway passes it to Miller. Miller passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas passes to White, who backs up and passes it to Trey Calloway. Calloway receives a double screen from White and Jones. Calloway passes it to White, who bounce passes it to Jones. Jones goes up with it. No good. Rebound Titans. The Titans get the ball stolen by Tyson Miller, who passes it to Trey Calloway. Calloway bounce passes it to Thomas for a two-pointer. No good. Rebound by the Titans. And now they on a fast break. And he walks in the process. Turnover Titans. Hawks ball with a minute and 29 to go. Now Reggie White passes it to Aaron Jones. Jones passes it to White. White passes it to Calloway. Passes it to Thomas. Thomas receives the screen from Jones. And Thomas passes it to Calloway. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Calloway receives a double screen. Calloway passes it to Thomas in the corner. Thomas passes it to White from the wing. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound by the Titans. The Titans pass it to the corner for a three-pointer to connect it. Now the Hawks get the inbound. White with the ball. Passes it to Thomas. Thomas drives to the lane. Passes it to Calloway. Calloway receives the screen to Jones. And Calloway passes it to White in the corner. White turns the ball over, stolen by the Titans. And the Titans missed the layup. However, they get the offensive rebound. Hook shot. And that connects. Ten seconds to go. Chandler Thomas drives to the lane. Gets fouled, but misses his layup. But will still take 2 shots in the free throw. Thomas' first free throw is no good. Stephen Barrows comes in for Aaron Jones. Thomas' second free throw is good. And the Hawks make a substitution. And now Central tries to get a shot off, but no good. They lost the ball. And now Hawks are down 21 at the half. We will return after this break. We are now back from our halftime. Hawks are down 21. Hawks will receive the ball in the second half. Callaway receives a screen from Jones. Callaway passes to Anderson, who was previously in foul trouble. Now Callaway at the wing passes it to Chandler Thomas. Thomas passes it to Anderson. Anderson passes to Roberts. Roberts for three. No good. Rebound Jones. Bounce pass to Roberts. Stolen by the Titans. And now the Titans makes the layup. Now Callaway passes it to Chandler Thomas for a wide open three-pointer. No good. Rebound Titans. Now the Titans take a transition three in the corner and connect it for three. Now Chandler Thomas passes it to Matthew Roberts, who's open at the corner for three. Rebound Aaron Jones. Easy layup right there. Now the Titans loses the ball in the paint, resulting in a turnover. And Callaway passes it to Roberts. Roberts passes it back to Callaway. Callaway passes it to Thomas. Thomas drives to the lane with the left-hand layup. He connected for two. And they call a foul against Chandler Thomas as he poked the ball out. And now the Titans drive to the lane, pass the ball to the corner, and take a corner three. No good. Rebound Anderson. Anderson passes to Thomas, and Thomas goes all the way with it and gets blocked by the Titans. The Titans fake pass to the paint. Now they take a transition three and they're connected. And a turnover for the Hawks. And now the Titans got their own offensive rebound, and that one was good. Now Thomas drives to the lane and gets fouled. First free throw is good for Thomas. Second free throw also good for Thomas. Dede Thomas comes in for Callaway. So the lineup for the Hawks right now will be Jeremy Anderson, Chandler Thomas, Aaron Jones, Dede Thomas, and Matthew Roberts. Now the Titans try to get an alley off. No good. Stolen by Anderson. Anderson passes it to Dede Thomas. And Thomas slows it down for the Hawks. Receives the screen from Aaron Jones. Thomas drives to the lane. Gets fouled. 2 free throws for him. First free throw no good for Thomas. Second free throw also no good for Dede Thomas. Titans with the rebound. The Titans pass it to the corner. Then they pass it to the top of the key. Then they pass to the wing. Go around the screen, drive to the basket, pass to the corner for a three-pointer. No good. Rebound Thomas. Thomas is going to go all the way with it. And the goaltending call against Central Georgia. Hawks, 2 points. Trey Calloway comes in for Matthew Roberts. Now Central Georgia is going to take a layup. And Aaron Jones called with the foul. Very questionable call as Aaron Jones had his hands up the entire time and did not touch the defender. First free throw good for Central Georgia. Second free throw also good for Central Georgia. Trey Calloway crosses half court. And receives a screen from Jeremy Anderson. And Calloway drives to the lane, but takes a jump shot at the elbow and misses. But the ball was blocked, so Hawks retain possession. Now Calloway bounce past Anderson. Anderson hook shot in the paint, no good. Rebound Titans. The Titans misses a layup. Rebound Thomas. The Titans stole the ball for Thomas and puts the ball in for a layup. Chandler Thomas passes out the trap to Aaron Jones. Now Trey Calloway goes for Jeremy Anderson for two. Misses the dunk, got his own rebound and got fouled.
For our community. Spring semester starts this week on January 12th, Planet Day, and Central GA Tech.edu /apply.
We're now back from our break. Dede Thomas is inbound the ball to Trey Calloway. Now Calloway passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas is going to receive a screen from Aaron Jones. Then passes it to Jeremy Anderson, who passes it to Chandler Thomas. Shot clock winding down. Jeremy Anderson loses the ball, stolen by the Titans. And now the Titans on a 2-1 fast break. They miss. And Jeremy Anderson tips the ball to Dede Thomas. Chandler Thomas drives to the basket for 2. Ferocious dunk by Chandler Thomas. Central Georgia pass the ball at the corner. And Aaron Jones tipped the ball from the post, but it was called for the foul. Now Central Georgia they spin and take a mid-range jump shot. The bounce is in and out the rim a couple times where it goes in. 2 points for Central Georgia. The Hawks break the press. Now Dede Thomas takes a floater. No good. Rebound Central. And Central is on a fast break. They're going to alley it. He doesn't go up with it. Then goes up after catching the ball and puts it in for 2. Chandler Thomas passes it to Trey Calloway. Calloway passes it to Thomas at the corner. Thomas receives a screen from Jones. Thomas passes it to Anderson. Anderson passes it to Dede Thomas. And Dede Thomas gets fouled. It'll be a blocking foul called against Central Georgia. Hawks will inbound the ball from the sidelines. And now Callaway pump fakes, takes a shot at the elbow and connected for 2. Jeremy Anderson was called for the foul. Now Central Georgia passing the ball around. Central loses the ball, stolen by Chandler Thomas. Trey Calloway takes an easy layup. Now the Hawks cut the lead down to 15. $25, I meant to say. Now, Jeremy Anderson, a quick inbound layup. Now a timeout will be called by Central Georgia. Now the Titans try to inbound it, and a jump ball will be called for the Hawks. Never mind, it will be called for the Titans, but it was still a jump ball called regardless. It was good defense by the Hawks. And now the ball is nearly poked by Day Thomas. Thomas hounding the ball handler. Now Central try to get a top of the key jump shot from 3, but the shot clock winded down, and they hit. Now Anderson will have the ball for the Hawks. Anderson passes it to Day Thomas. Thomas passes it to Anderson. Anderson passes to Callaway. And Callaway receives a screen from Jones. Callaway dances. Passes it to Jones. Jones with the hook shot. It was good for 2. Jones with the steal. Jones with the dunk! Aaron Jones posterizing his opponent. Timeout called by Central. But now back from our timeout. The Titans have taken the ball out. Across half court, Day Thomas on the handler. He's playing great defense. An offensive foul called against Central. Charge foul. Great job by Day Thomas. Now Day Thomas going to cross half court. Going to receive a screen from Aaron Jones. Thomas passes it to Callaway at the corner. Callaway spins. Float layup. Hits the backboard, no good. Stolen by Day Thomas, who bounce passes it, but hits the defender's foot. And the Hawks retain possession. Thomas passes to Anderson for 2. Gets fouled, so he has a chance to make 2 free throws so the lead can get cut down. Anderson's first free throw was good for the Hawks. Second free throw good from Anderson. Reggie White comes into the game for Day Thomas. Now the Titans pass the ball around. They cross half court. Now spins. Now the Titans drive into the lane. He gets fouled. 2 shots for them. And the foul was called on Jeremy Anderson. That was his 5th foul. Unfortunately, Jeremy Anderson has fouled out. Dominic Wright checks in for Anderson. Second free throw is good for the Titans. Thomas and Wright are passing the ball around to escape the press. Thomas passes to Callaway. Callaway pulls the ball back to the three-point line after previously driving. Callaway receives a screen from Jones. Callaway crosses and takes the ball all the way inside but gets fouled. 2 shots on the charity stripe. First free throw no good from Callaway. The second free throw also no good for Callaway. Central takes a layup and fouled by Dominic Wright. They have a chance to extend the lead after this 3-point play. Dede Thomas comes in for Trey Callaway. And the free throw was good. Now Aaron Jones drives to the lane and gets fouled. First free throw no good for Jones. The second free throw is good. Lead is cut down to 23. Now the Titans call a foul on Chandler Thomas. Both teams are in the bonus right now, shooting one-on-one. The Hawks having 16 fouls, well 7 now, and the Titans with 8. First free throw is good for the Titans. Second free throw no good. Rebound Reggie White. White bounce passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas is going to receive a screen from Wright. And they call a foul against Central. And the free throw, no good. Rebound Titans. The Titans take a mid-range jump shot. It was no good. Rebound, Dede Thomas. Thomas is going to go all the way with it. He gets fouled. 2 shots for him. First free throw is good for Thomas. The second free throw, no good. Rebound by the Titans. The Titans are going to take a pump fake at the corner. They pass at the wing. They're going to take that three-pointer. No good. Rebound by nobody as the ball was tipped out of bounds after being tipped a couple times in the air. Jarvis Weaver comes in for Dominic Wright. Now White and Thomas are passing the ball. Now Jarvis Weaver loses the ball, and it's the Titans' ball. Now the Titans are trying to escape the Hawks' press. The Titans are going to take a one step into the free throw line jump shot, and that connected for 2. Chandler Thomas is going to try to answer back. Will it go? Yes, it does. Chandler Thomas with the left-handed layup. And now the Titans are at the wing. They pass to the opposite wing. They're passing the ball to each other, back and forth. Dede Thomas tried to get the steal right there, and he draws a charge, resulting in a turnover for the Titans. What great IQ Dede Thomas showed there. As a central player, seems to have hit his head on the court, and now he's down. And we'll take an injury timeout for as this is transpiring. Now Richard White will inbound the ball for the Hawks. He passes it to Aaron Jones. Jones passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas receives a screen from Jones. And Thomas will pass to Thomas, who passes it to Weaver. Jarvis Weaver passes it to Dede Thomas. Thomas is going to drive to the lane. Passes it to Reggie White in the corner. Will his three go? No, it doesn't. Rebound there. The Hawks. Dede Thomas takes a mid-range block, but he gets his own rebound. Thomas is going to pass to Chandler Thomas. He's going to drive it to the lane. His shot gets blocked. Rebound Titans. The Titans pick the ball up at the elbow, trying to pass out the trap. Now they're going to take a corner three, and it does not go. Aaron Jones with the rebound. He passes the ball to Weaver. And the ball was tipped by the Titans before it went out of bounds. So the Hawks will have possession as we enter our under 8 media timeout. Now back from our under 8 media timeout. Reggie White will inbound the ball for South Georgia State. He inbounds it to Dede Thomas, who passes it right back to White. White will also pass it right back to Dede Thomas. Thomas will pass it to White. White and Thomas are passing the ball around. Thomas is going to receive a screen from Jones. Thomas is going to pass to Chandler Thomas, and they're going to call a foul on Central. Aaron Jones will be on the line for the Hawks. First free throw good for Jones.
Bruce Brown, number 2, back line for the Titans.
Second free throw no good. Rebound by the Titans. The Titans are going to drive to the lane, and they get fouled. And they have a chance to make it a three-point play with that made layup there. Tyson Miller is going to come in for Chandler Thomas. And the Titans complete their three-point play. Miller passed the ball in for Thomas. Thomas passes it to Miller. Miller bounce passes it to Thomas. Thomas is going to make it pass. He gets blocked from his layup, and Reggie White with the rebound. He got fouled in the process. So now he'll shoot free throws there. Central has 11, yes, 11, 15 fouls called against them this half. A lot of whistles have been blaring this entire game as White makes his first free throw. Second free throw no good. Rebound by the Titans. The Titans pass the ball to the corner. However, stolen by Matthew Roberts. Roberts is going to take it all the way, but it won't go. So rebound by the Titans. However, an injured Hawk is on the floor. That Hawk is Dede Thomas. Thomas is bleeding on the court. It seems like his lip was busted. And Trey Calloway comes in for Dede Thomas. There's blood on the court, so the game will momentarily be stopped as it gets cleaned up.
Next game on the road will be Wednesday night in Sugar Islands. Both teams will be playing a doubleheader in Warner Robins on Wednesday, January 21st, 5:30 and 7:30.
All right, we're resuming our play here. The Titans will be having the ball. Now the Titans are going to shoot a timeout. Shot clock winding down. They take a three-pointer at the corner, contested, and that connected. Now White and has passed the ball to Roberts. Roberts passes it to Callaway. Callaway is going to receive a screen from Jones. Then passes it to Roberts at the corner. Roberts passes it to Callaway. Callaway drives to the lane. Hop steps, but doesn't go through with the layup. The Titans on a 1-on-4 fast break. The Hawks got back to the paint very quickly. And the ball tipped, nearly stolen by Callaway. They take a three-pointer. No good. Rebound Callaway. Callaway is going to take a layup, and he got fouled in the process, so that'll be 2 shots for him. The Titans now have 12 team fouls. We are definitely in a double bonus. Callaway's first free throw falls through for the Hawks. Second free throw is good.
Jeremy Anderson will fly back up for the Hawks.
Jeremy Anderson did not foul out. I'm sorry, I gotta correct myself. He is in, and the ball was stolen by Tyson Miller. Jeremy Anderson goes up for 2. Now the Titans inbounding the ball, and now they are trying to drain the clock here. And the foul is called against on Tyson Miller. Now that'll be a 1-1 for Central Georgia. 19 fouls have been called against South Georgia State. Been a total of over 40 foul calls all game. A lot of free throws have been taken today. The 1-1 is no good. However, the Titans get the offensive rebound. And now Central Georgia player has blood on the jersey. They're checking to see if that was blood on his jersey. However, they're still letting him play. Now a foul is called against Tyson Miller. And now the Hawks will enter their 10th foul of the half. Now both teams are in the double bonus. Every foul called from here on out will result in 2 free throws. Either way. First free throw for the Titans is no good. It's good. However, the second one was not. Jeremy Anderson with the rebound. Tyson Miller is going to cross half court for the Hawks. And then he passes it to Trey Calloway. Calloway is going to spin and miss a layup. Rebound by the Titans. The Titans are going to take a three-pointer in transition from the corner. No good. Last tip by Jeremy Anderson as the ball went out of bounds. Now we'll go with our under 4 media timeout. We're now back with our under 4 media timeout. Now the Titans will inbound the ball from under the basket. The ball was blocked. Well, nope. They call a foul against Tyson Miller. And 2 shots for Central. The free throw is good for Central. Second free throw also good for Central Georgia. Look, Jeremy Anderson will inbound the ball for the Hawks as he inbounded it to Trey Calloway. Calloway is going to hand the ball off to Roberts, who receives the screen from Jones. Roberts is going to drive to the lane, pass it to Tyson Miller. Miller is going to pass to Aaron Jones, and then he finished it for 2. Now the Titans are going to pass over to the wing, and then they pass to the corner. Now Central is going to drive into the lane, and they finish for 2 for the layup. And now they call a foul against Central, and it'll be 2 shots for the Hawks. Aaron Jones on the line. Aaron Jones' first free throw is good. The second free throw is good. Garrett Orvets comes in for Matthew Roberts. And now Central Georgia going to try to feed the post. The ball was tipped by Aaron Jones. Now Central is going to take a mid-range pull-up. No good. Rebound Anderson. Anderson is going to pass to Callaway. And Callaway is going to drive to the lane and finish with the layup. A minute 55 left in the game. And now Central is going to pull the ball back out to the three-point line. The ball was nearly stolen by Trey Callaway. However, Central still has the ball. Shot clock winding down. Central will let the shot clock violation go off as they were trying to drain the clock. Now Callaway with the ball. Now Anderson will pass the ball back to Callaway. Callaway is going to drive and kick to Garrett Orvets. Orvets going to pass to Miller. Shot clock at 3. Miller is going to take a hard foul as he was going up. So Miller has the opportunity to cut the lead to 20 for the Hawks.
Here comes Tristan Woodrich, number 32, off the Titans.
And the free throw no good for the Hawks. And now they take a three-pointer and connect it. Central Georgia now has 90 points. Callaway with the ball. Callaway spins, pass to Orvets. Orvets passes to Callaway. Callaway drives. Dishes it to Miller for 2. Timeout call by the Hawks. Now the final seconds winding down. Delvin Bell on the ball handler. They're letting the clock drain out. Your Hawks, unfortunately, will fall 1-1 in the conference. But they still have the opportunity to finish the series 1-1 against Central Georgia. Tune in for your next game, Hawk Nation, and we will see you there.